Hello my friends, Wake Angel 2001 back with another video review. I'm pretty sure you all thought that that Grimlock thing was the only thing that I bought myself that day. But no, because my relentless searching paid off and I finally found the Bandai Shodo Angewoman figure. So yes, Digimon Angel Waifu is finally mine. Just like the other Bandai Shodo figures from Japan, she comes in a nice sealed box, covered with great artwork, mostly photos of the figure, along with the other two figures in the wave, Wargreymon and Garudamon. Like I could never find, like, even when you buy the remember that time I bought the actual box that had all 6 figures in it, and it had an extra Garudamon and Wargreymon, and there were no Angewomons in it, and I sent it back? Yeah, but no longer. This is finally the Angewoman, and I'm going to take it out of the box right now. Oh wow, that opened up so nicely. And of course, just like all the other Bandai Shodo Digimon figures, she is in multiple pieces and needs to be assembled. So let's wow, look at that. Wings, torso, legs, arms, ribbon? Wow, it looks like that one actually has a sprue to take it off of. Wait, what the heck is that thing? Okay, let's look at those instructions. The instructions are in the box, like they're the physical cardboard of the box. I'm gonna tear this thing open. Alright, let's reconvene once she's assembled. And here she is assembled, and I gotta say, this is really good. This is a darn good figure, and just like I said with Magna Angemon, if this exact same engineering was applied to a figure that was 6 inches tall, it would still be perfectly good. So I found out what this thingy is. It is designed to go onto the side of her foot like this, so that it provides a larger base for her to stand on, just to help the figure balance a little bit better. And that's also what this is for. It pegs right here into the small of her back. Look at me pushing a pole into an angel's butt. This is what my life has become. And it provides, it's a literal tripod. Yeah, so as you can see, she is able to stand even with her really huge wings, but this is just a little bit of extra insurance for long-term display, which is appreciated. But for now, since I'm going to be manipulating and moving the figure around on this little table, I am going to remove them from her. Alright. Oop, that's spoilers. The wings are sharp. They are huge and they are sharp. And they are pushed into holes on her back, which allow them to, you can fold them down, you can fold them up. Not as much range as Magna Angemon's wings, but at least since 2 of them aren't curling forward over her face, you don't have to worry about them pinching her head. Which is able to move somewhat, although the sculpt of her long flowing hair does get in the way a little bit. This ribbon thing is actually pretty amazing how it can hold in place as well as it does just by folding around her arms. But there is no actual peg or anything holding him in place like Angewoman's ribbon. And I can't reattach this while I'm recording. Hold on. So as you can see, she a little bit has the Lilymon problem of some of the joints coming out too easily, but they go right back in, so it's not that big a deal. Her articulation is on point. She has elbows that bend 90. She has a bicep swivel, although apparently the bicep swivel's friction is stronger than the friction that holds her elbow together. That's interesting. And Now I think I must have caught the ribbon the wrong way, because now it's holding nice and solid. No wrist movement though. This figure does not have wrists. But then again, I don't think any of them, I think only Angemon had a proper wrist. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like on this arm she has the wrist moves a little easier. The wrist is up at the elbow joint. So I'm guessing it must be the way that this one is sculpted. Like, there must be some tightness in there that's not letting it move very well. No waist joint, unlike what Angemon had a waist joint, but despite the fact you perfectly could have hit it in this belt thing, she just does not have a waist. Although she does have some very nice ball jointed hips, which have excellent range in most directions. A little bit wide crotchy, but you know, she does have nice deep knee bends and a knee swivel. Nothing at the boot that I'm able to tell, but there is a swivel below the knee. And you gotta be really careful when moving her around to make sure you don't accidentally pop her joints out. It is still somewhat easy to do that. But yeah, everything that pops out pops right back in, and she feels pretty solid when you're not accidentally popping stuff out. So yeah, the figure has lots of posability, and you know, she does a good job looking good. Okay, so let's try to get her standing on her own without use of her additional help me stand accessories, and we can take a nice zoom in to appreciate all of that lovely sculpting, because that is what makes you know, it's the fact that it's Angewoman is kind of what would make you want this figure, because holy crap, you know, everybody loves Angewoman. So I had it, there we go. So zooming in, we have that delightful angel cleavage with the gold brassiere. That little belt she has with a little silver ring picked out. That is an incredibly fine paint detailing. That wonderful little asymmetrical unitard with like the one full pant leg and the other bare leg. Perfect. The one foot covered in feathers and the other foot with what looks like a high-heeled sandal kind of thing. The one glove, like, she's literally half dressed. I just realized that. From behind, you can see her hair and also that wonderful sculpt on her backside detailings. Yeah, the figure simply looks amazing. It's a great looking figure. And again, this exact sculpt, this exact same level of engineering would all work equally well if this figure was 6-inch instead of 4-inch. That's just a simple fact. So yeah, like, I feel like it was worth all the time and effort it took for me tracking this thing down, because this really is quite an amazing figure. And I think if I wanted something better, I'd have to spend a ridiculous amount of money to get that transforming one that came out not too long ago. So, quick comparison of my other Bandai Shodo Digimon. Here is Lilymon, who, again, like, the figures are the same height, but you can tell by the difference in proportion that Angewoman is meant to be significantly taller than Lilymon, given, like, if Angewoman's head was the same size as Lilymon's head, then she would be, like, you know, this tall. And the same can be said for Magna Angemon, who actually seems to be slightly shorter than her. Yeah, like, the tops of their heads line up more or less, except for the fact that since Magna Angemon has a taller helmet, yeah, it looks like they actually made him a little bit too short. But, yeah. They still all look great, they represent the characters phenomenally well, and they look great next to each other in a display. So, yeah, it may be a bit of a hard time tracking these guys down, but if you can, I would highly recommend Angewoman. This is Wake Angel 2001, signing off.